Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. We have college football, we got NBA, we got just a bunch of different betting opportunities. But before we get started, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so already. If you would like to support the channel, you can send a tip to my Cash App, my PayPal, or my Venmo, all which are in the description of this video. All right, so let's get straight to it. Today we're going to go with 4 bets. We're going to do 3 NCAA football and 1 NBA. So let's get straight into it. Bet number 1, Cincinnati Bearcats minus 28. Cincy will be on the road versus the Navy Midshipmen. You know, um, we took Cincy last Saturday and they covered. You got a dominant defense in Cincinnati, and they're also a high scoring offense. They're 4-0 at the spread over their last 4 games. The midshipmen, they give up double what they score. And, when I'm sitting back and looking at it, I mean, they average, the midshipmen average like 54 passing yards per game, right? Now, Cincinnati's defense is so dominant. Even though Navy will be at home, and Navy's primary source of offense is the run. They're not running over Cincinnati's defense, right? So, when you really sit back and you think about that, they're going to be down, and they'll probably be down very early in this game, which is going to force them to probably go outside of their character and pass a lot more, which is going to, cause some mistakes. I think in the last 2 games, Cincinnati has had like 2 pick sixes. I wouldn't be surprised if that could be another case today. So I definitely like Cincy's 40 plus points a game offense and less than, you know, 14 points per game allowed defense to dominate this game and win big. All right. The second bet, we got to go with Alabama, the Crimson Tide at home minus 25 versus Tennessee. All right. Crimson Tide's going to be back home. They bounced back very strong last week after taking that L the week before, I think against Texas A&M. I think that they're going to want to close out the season very strong. I think that the teams that they play the rest of the year, the rest of the schedule, they're going to do their best to make sure that they secure a spot in that college football playoffs. So I expect them to come out home, away, and dominate. And I think, minus 25 against a Tennessee team, in my opinion, that struggled to score points at, I believe they were at home against Ole Miss last week, and Ole Miss give up like 30 something points a game. That to me doesn't bode well on the road this Saturday against an Alabama team that's focused. So Alabama minus 25. All right. The third bet is UTSA money line. All right. UTSA, they're ranked number 24. This is the first time in the school's history they've ever been ranked in the top 25. All right. And they're playing against a LA Tech team, a Louisiana Tech team that gives up 31 points a game. That's a lot of points that they're giving up. And the defense of UTSA, they are allowing less than 20. All right. Now, UTSA themselves, they're pretty good offensive team. I did see the money line. I mean, I did see the spread for this. I felt more comfortable with the money line. Um, LA Tech is going to be at home. Despite their struggles this year, they would love to be able to try and knock off a ranked team. Um, you know, everything, the stats and everything, just the eye test. When I have watched both teams play this year, everything to me is leaning to UTSA winning anyway. I just didn't feel as comfortable with that spread. You never know how they're going to come out in the beginning being a new ranked team, especially on the road. You never know how LA Tech is going to come out wanting to try to be the spoiler. So I like them to win this game. All right. Now the last bet is going to be the NBA bet. We're going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves money line. All right, they're going to be playing the New Orleans Pelicans at home. Pelicans is going to be a back-to-back. In fact, I believe this is going to be the third game in 4 days. You know, Pelicans took 2 L's their first 2 games of the season. You know, they still have Zion out. Minnesota looked very, very good game one. You know, I think the spread was like -7 or minus between -6 and -8, somewhere in that range. I would not be surprised if they were to cover that. But I like, similar to UTSA, I like that the Timberwolves in the money line. You could play a straight up bet. I like those two more so in some form of a parlay. In any other bet that I may, take today or the Cincy Alabama bets. But I definitely think Minnesota will win this game. All right. So that does it for me. Good luck, happy betting, and most importantly, never bet more than you can afford to lose.